What's going on, Aquarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your tarot reading for the month of April 2024. So in this reading, as always, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you, and so much more regarding April 2024, Aquarius. So I'm going to pull the energy for you. You're very welcome here in this space, and we will see what wants to come through for you. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aquarius. Yeah. You know, I feel like this is going to be a month of overwhelming positivity and change for you, but it's going to feel very chaotic and playful. You know, that's the first thing coming through, but hold on. It's going to be effortlessly chaotic and playful. And so that can either damage you or it can help you. And we're going to get into it. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm actually just getting stuff. I know it seems weird, you know, some of you it doesn't, but hold on. Wow, this is just like the way that these cards are coming out, I'm telling you. Hold on. Yes. Wow. All right. So, like I said, Aquarius, the first thing that I'm picking up on here for you for April is there's going to be an effortless, random overflow of creativity, especially in your relationships. But even when it comes to you having a creative project or something like that, it's going to be very intense. Now, I will say this for sure, that you know, Mercury's retrograde right now, which means, and it's retrograde from like April 1st until like April 25th about, which means that from now, from the 1st until April 25th for all of us, there's a lot of stuff coming up from the past for you, and I see that in what you don't see coming. For a lot of you, I feel like there's a person from your past. For most of you, this will be an ex-lover. For some of you, this will be someone that you have known for a long time, but it's time for you to upgrade and shift into a different reality without this person. But there's someone who's going to come back to haunt you here that might try to sweet talk you or something like that. But that's just like part of the story here. Before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some themes from the universe with these pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these are going to be the overall general vibe of a theme that you're experiencing in April. And the first one has to do with the 5th house of joy and play. This is the Leo house, that you may be connecting with the Leo energy. But, you know, this is also the house of children. And there could be something very significant about children, which we're going to get into in a second. But, you know, this is about, the Leo energy represents kind of like the adolescent energy. It's very fun, loving, and it's very creative. Now, the next energy you have is Uranus, change and new beginnings. And Uranus has to do with random things happening, and it also has to do with innovation, and even, you know, it has to do with the future. Now, it's interesting that the 5th house and Uranus, you know, Uranus rules the sign Aquarius, the 5th house is ruled by Leo, and Leo and Aquarius are opposite each other. So right from the beginning, you have this, like, this PowerPoint of an opposition of, like, the future and Leo energy. So I feel there's going to be an ample opportunity for you, Aquarius, to effortlessly be creative. Okay? Now, many of you there's going to be a danger of you're going to be impulsively, effortlessly creative, but it won't be in the right place. You know what I mean? There could be a certain feeling of, I'm just going to randomly change course now, because this is the most creative thing that I can think of to do. And I feel like my palm is itching as I'm saying this. So there could be, like, I literally feel like the worst itch ever here right now. And you know what they say when your palms are itching? It's like a good sign that money's coming to you. So for some of you, I feel like there's a project that you may have put off that you need to complete that could make you a lot of money instead of, trying to jump ship on it. Take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, the next sign that you have is the trine, or the next energy that you have is the trine. And the trine represents something that's given. It's an effortless flow. A trine combines or links two planets that are in the same element. And it's like a built-in ease that you're going to have when it comes to the 5th house, joy and play, and Uranus, change and new beginnings. So you could literally sit on your couch. You could literally sit on your couch and watch Netflix. People are going to hit up your phone, Uranus, technology, in a joyful and playful way, and you're going to have all the opportunities in the world to effortlessly have an innovative change when it comes to your creativity. Many of you, that change will be the path of least resistance will be in your love life. Maybe an ex comes back. But what I sense is that can get you into trouble, especially when it comes to children. The 5th house is the house of children. Uranus has to do with change and new beginnings. And so be careful about anything to do with children. If you're having, if you're making whatever you're doing on a sexual level, you need to be more careful than usual. There could be someone who you have a child with, or there's some sort of link with a child. Not going to be for all of you once again. I do think this is going to be a phenomenal month for you overall, Aquarius, but there's someone coming back from your past who you may need to continue to work it out with. And there may be some sort of new love thing that is getting in the way. I don't know. Let's just read the cards and stay grounded here. So, your opportunity is the Justice card here. And the Justice card is about karma, and it's about balance, and it's about balancing the realm of thought. It could also have to do with a legal case that you have coming up. There could be justice, but I feel there's good karma coming to you. But your opportunity is to induce the frequency of justice in your life in some sort of way based on your intuition. Now, I do feel very strongly that many of you, this justice is going to have to do with a past person that you may realize is someone who is not good for your energy. Doesn't mean this person is a bad person, but I feel here, Aquarius, that there could be some sort of poetic justice, or not even poetic, but like justice when it comes to your love life. And I feel very strongly for you with this Mercury retrograde. You need to be very aware that someone's going to try to come back and trap you in a reality that is not very ideal, and it's not your highest timeline. And someone could even panic. For a lot of you, Aquarius, there's going to be a new relationship opening up for you. And what I sense is that someone who thought that they had you forever, or like there's someone that thought you would never leave, or there's someone around you, whether you already left or not, it doesn't matter. Just, try to use your intuition to follow, Aquarius. There's a new relationship, or there's a new opportunity opening up for you in April 2024 that is going to make someone throw the kitchen sink at you to try to get you to stay in their life. And this could be someone who wronged you. This could be someone who doesn't treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. And so the Justice card is your opportunity. And I feel like it's kind of related to that situation where you may, it's like one of the 40, some of you aren't going to like me for saying this, but it's like one of the 48 laws of power, like disdain the things that you cannot have. Because if someone doesn't treat you right and you can't have the relationship that you really desire with them, it might be better to just, allow the universe to restore justice. There could be someone, so your challenge is the Ace of Cups in reverse. And I feel like this could be a false start in love. And for many of you, because the Ace of Cups has to do with new love, but it's in reverse, this definitely for many of you has to do with an ex, or it has to do with someone from your past that wants to be in your life, that wants to soak up your energy, Aquarius. I feel this very strongly and is your challenge. For some of you, you're going to have a lot of, you're going to have I don't want to say even strength. I was going to say like, you're going to have a lot of willpower and strength to overcome this person's pull. But I feel like it's almost like you need to use your logic. I don't think you need to use your willpower. I think it just can be a black or white decision for you. Yes, no. I'm not going to this person because they did this. I think you can, especially with the Justice card being here in your opportunity, I actually do feel your challenge has to do with emotions. So there's something here, Aquarius, in your challenge about you getting swept up and blinded by emotions. You know what I mean? The humanitarian. We should emotionally all be on equal footing no matter what you do. I don't care if you're a serial killer. I will treat you the same as, everyone else. Maybe that's not a good move this month because there's a lot of moving parts here having to do with a big opportunity in your destiny. But I feel that there's a force, or there could even be multiple forces that want to stop this. So let me show you the cards, right? And this is very fitting with the 5th house in Uranus. But you have in your overall general energy, tremendous energy. You have the Queen of Swords, which is usually synonymous with you. You have the 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all about the combination of logic, open communication and speed, and destiny. And also a portal of change. And the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like a jackpot frequency. It can represent a portal. It can represent a window of opportunity for you to shift into a different lifeline. Now, I feel like this is a new relationship coming in very fast for you, Aquarius. And this could be someone that you have already known about because of the Mercury retrograde. This could be someone that has been on your mind, or this could be something that you're revisiting, okay? But there's definitely a speeding up to a major opportunity. I sense for most of you, it is love. And this is a soul family member coming into your life. Not necessarily romantic for all of you. Not necessarily romantic for all of you, but for many of you it will be. And it's the 5th house Uranus in the trine. This is gonna be like effortless, but you do have to use your own free will and your mind to capitalize on the correct opportunity. Now here's where it gets even more, and we're gonna clarify this, so just get comfortable. But in what you don't see coming, this is where I'm like, and it's right next to the Ace of Cups in reverse in your challenge. In what you don't see coming, you have the World in reverse right next to the right next to the Ace of Cups in reverse. So almost like a false upgrade, or the opposite of the World is things not coming full circle. It's like you being trapped in a cycle that should have already been ended. You have the 8 of Swords, which is all about being trapped and stagnation. And you have the Knight of Wands, which is a very flighty energy. It's someone who's very excitable, passionate, but they are not a king yet. And so it does represent a youthful kind of underdeveloped energy. And it doesn't mean that the person you're dealing with is actually youthful, but it means that this is somehow their energy. I sense that this is an ex for many of you. And if it's not an ex, it could be someone that you are talking to, but you're not sure if you want to be in a relationship or not. For some of you, this is going to be someone from far in your past, and some of you, this will be a new person that you meet. But I will tell you for all of you, in what you don't see coming, there is a false love path. There's a false relationship path there, and it's all about the emotional appeal. There's going to be someone from your past, Aquarius, that is going to tell you all the right things and is going to mean 0% of what they say. They're going to say, I will change, I will be a better person. But they're stuck in an immature cycle of promising things. They don't walk it like they talk it. They can't back up what they're saying. So this is in what you don't see coming here, it's almost like there's like a false upgrade. And so I would be very hesitant for any of you to make changes to reunite with someone or not even to reunite, to unite with someone who is like using an emotional appeal to you. Because in your overall general energy, you have the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So be aware of like a false trapping of something that is promising you something that's actually just stuck. So use your intuition as to what that means for you. Now, when it comes to your advice from Spirit, you have the Sun, you have the 6 of Swords, and you also have the 4 of Wands when it comes to your advice from Spirit. And so I feel like there's a real clear logical decision that you need to make to avoid conflict here, or to move away from conflict. The Sun is all about clarity, and you do have the Justice card in your opportunity. And I feel like this is a month that there is a lot of random creativity, but there's a lot of clarity for you as well. Like deep down, you know what you're going to have to do this month, and it's definitely going to involve, there's clarity about what you need to move away from. But the exciting part of this reading is like there's no hermit mode here. You have the Four of Wands when it comes to your advice as well, which is the card of a rite of passage, and it's the card of soul family, and it's the card of a celebration. So I actually feel, Aquarius, that it's very important for you this month to use your own free will to move on from situations that you know were a rite of passage, okay? Because, the sun is like the eternal energy for us on Earth. If the sun goes out, we all die. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's something that you thought was going to be around forever, a very long time, that you are consciously moving into the frequency of no, that was just a rite of passage. Now, the challenge for you is that some of you are dealing with someone that really believes that you belong to them. Some of you are and roles can be reversed, but there's a problem here that someone really feels that no matter what I do, no matter how bad I treat Aquarius, we belong to each other. And I feel like whatever side of the coin that you're on is going to leave someone like floundering in disillusionment in some sort of way. And I don't think it's going to be you. I really don't think it's going to be you. So now there's a lot of random things happening, right? So the advice is that don't make any decisions unless you have absolute clarity. Don't go anywhere unless you know what is the intention behind this. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Your challenge is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Are you making a decision based on your unconscious emotional urges and you don't know why you're doing the thing that you're doing? Or your advice is to first of all, don't make a decision, don't change course unless you know the facts. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. There's not a lot here about blindly trusting anything or anyone, right? Show me the facts. Show me now it's not going to be boring. You're going to have fun. The 5th house Uranus trine, effortless fun, but I just want to make sure that it's directed in the right way, because if you So there's going to be a lot of communication and moving parts this month, So let's go ahead and clarify why the Justice card is here in your opportunity. Knight of Swords, which is all about a quick decision. Wheel of Fortune, which has to do with your destiny, a big opportunity here. Yeah, because there's definitely someone around you who's going to keep you stuck in a cycle. I don't care if this could be a business partner, a family member, an ex, for many of you that I'm picking up on. There's a judgment here that your destiny lies elsewhere now. And someone is reaping what they have sowed. You know what I mean? The Justice card is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Judgment card. There's a lot of there's definitely an opportunity for you to very quickly shift onto a different lifeline here. But I feel it will have to do with you having a major shift in consciousness. It's Judgment Day. And it's interesting, for example, what even happened to P. Diddy right now, and what's happening to a lot of people, a lot of well-known people, is that right now in the universe, it's Judgment Day. What you get out, what you put out is what you get back. And there's a lot of people that have been doing a lot of subversive things behind the scenes that the Most High wouldn't really smile upon. Your soul wouldn't smile upon. And I feel like in some sort of way, it's up to you to make very quick decisions based on the judgment. It's almost like the Judgment card to the Justice card is a very spiritual judgment. Not that you're full of sin and you're bad, but it's you need to take accountability and responsibility for your actions. And I feel like there's someone here who the actions that they've taken towards you have been not what you deserved. And so I feel like this month is that karma is going to hit someone very fast. But I feel for many of you, if you can play your cards right, positive karma is going to hit you with a new fated relationship as well. But what I can tell you is that if you dance with the devil, it's going to come out. And your future timeline will be thrown off by this past person, by you allowing them back into your heart, allowing them, because unfortunately, they're not at your level consciously, or they cannot back up what they say. And once again, in what you don't see coming, you have the World in reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. That's like a youthful energy full of promise that is stuck in the hero's journey. And so I feel like this is going to be someone who's coming back to you, but I also feel like you'd be surprised how quick your life can change once you cut. I don't even know if it's you cutting someone off, but let's see why the Ace of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, you have the Three of Wands. Someone's been, Queen of Pentacles, Strength card, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, someone wants your money here, or there's an ulterior motive. The Ace of Cups in reverse in your challenge is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, but it's also clarified by the Strength card and the Three of Wands. So I feel like for many of you, there could be something to do with your money, that it would be a very bad thing to change course with money right now, or to make any sort of emotional decision based on money right now. And with your opportunity being the Justice card and the Judgment card, is like, that's kind of like you got to do things by the book. Whenever you see the Justice card in your opportunity, don't do anything that you know is off vibrational. It's just off vibrationally. So whether there's a new business thing that looks good, but really it's the World in reverse and the Knight of Wands, or whether for many of you, the first thing that I sensed though, Aquarius, was this is someone from your past who is going to smother you up with, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. But they just want something practical from you deep down. They just want to use you. So whether this is someone that you're already in a relationship that wants to keep you around, they don't really love you. They just want they want to use you physically. They want to, and for some of you, if this is an ex, they want your physical body, or they want something, they want to be around your presence. But I really feel like with the Queen of Swords here, this is not really, it could be a very emotional month for you as well, dealing with all this. Let's clarify why the Eight of Wands is here in your overall general energy. Damn, I feel like I should have took those. Well, the Eight of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the King of Swords. That's really interesting to me. Interesting to me that there's two kings here, and there's a devil, and there's a page. So, for some of you, there's going to be there's going to be a lot of moving parts between people, and there could be a feeling like you're having to make a choice between two toxic people. Now, it's interesting. Why is there two kings and there's two pages? Why is there two kings, the devil, and two pages? That just screams to me like there's a lot of moving parts with different people. And, I'm a little, just to be honest with you as a reader, Aquarius, that's like, it's a lot for my brain to try to process here with all of these court cards. There's 4 court cards that came out, and then there's the devil here as well. So it's interesting to me that I said the thing about random things with children, because the pages can represent that, and then you have two kings. So there could be something here about like a father and children, or you having to quickly remove yourself from someone. There could also be someone who wants to like trap you with a child, and like obviously this is not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like there's an ulterior motive with a lot of moving parts with people in your life. So this is just something for you to take into account. It's also interesting that like you have the Uranus energy, which is random, and then you have all these court cards clarifying the Eight of Wands. So there could be someone you randomly meet when you're traveling that ends up being fated. I don't know. Let's clarify what the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's almost like you have to be very discerning between people this month, with the opportunity being the Justice card, the Judgment card, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like whoever you're dealing with better be like spotless on a vibrational level, and they better not be trying to like emotionally appeal to you. And it's like you're gonna know who you need to interact with this month, but it's almost like there could be multiple pitfalls for you. I don't know. Let's clarify why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords is also in your overall general energy. So I feel like this is you're gonna have to be slightly detached, or you're gonna have to set really good boundaries in order to make this work. Hold on. All right. Yeah, okay, I tried to put this back. You just saw me try to put this card back in the deck twice, and it fell out twice. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups. And that's funny because, like, this is the whole thing with the Justice card being in your opportunity, synonymous with the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse being in your challenge, synonymous with the Seven of Cups here. So you need to really make sure that you're not just like doing something to alleviate pain. Like, it's almost like you got to think in terms of like a 10-year plan, a 10-month plan. Don't do anything that would make you feel better in the moment, especially having to do with people and relationships, and because there's something with the Wheel of Fortune in your opportunity and your overall general energy. I don't think that you realize, like, flirting with the devil in whatever way that means for you could really alter your timeline. And there could be a lot of snakes in the grass around you right now that you're not fully aware. Why is this person talking to me? Why am I drawn to them? You know, there's just, it's almost like you may be, I don't know. This is just really intense. So let's just keep going. Let's clarify why the World is in reverse. In what you don't see coming. Two of Wands could have to do with a choice in love once again. Hold on. Why is the World in reverse and what Aquarius doesn't see coming for April? It's like almost like a cycle is going to repeat itself is what like a cycle is going to repeat itself is what I honestly feel. The Seven of Swords, a cycle that you've already outgrown is going to potentially repeat itself, and there could be a lot of immature, you know, there could also be someone who's like literally in love with you, who is manipulating you, acting like they don't care, but it's really because they care so much. The World card in reverse is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and also the Nine of Pentacles here. So whether it's in business or love, I feel once again, there's someone coming in who's not showing you their true intentions. They could have love for you that they hide. They could hide their true emotions for you, whether it's in business or their true intentions for you. You have the Page of Wands, which is once again very immature energy, and that's what this card was all about as well, with those two pages and two kings. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is someone who is like abundant, but they could take it or leave it. I feel like there's someone coming in to keep you stuck in a cycle that is like, there's commitment, but then there's subversive things going on, whether it's in business or love. And man, you better be really careful when it comes to entering into something that you've already been done with here. But there could be something like that needs to be worked out between you and this person. You know what I mean? But I feel like just don't get manipulated is all I'm trying to say. Because I really feel the Ace of Cups in reverse in your challenge. And then you have the... Yes, and then you have the World card popping out. There's Now, okay, for some of you as well, there's a new love coming in, but April is going to be so full of chaos. All right, let's just go right into your advice, okay? Let's clarify why the Six of Swords is in your advice. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Justice card and the Eight of Pentacles here. And it's funny, like the Six of Swords is moving away from the Sun right into the Four of Wands here. And so with this being in your advice here, Aquarius, once again, there's something that you need to let go, Six of Swords, that is literally keeping you trapped in a state of unproductive frequency is what I can say. And especially with the Ace of Cups in reverse in your challenge, clarified by all this money stuff, there could be someone who's really affecting your finances, or they could be affecting your productivity, having to do with your shadow work as well. Because I feel, once again, with the World card being in reverse, whether this is a business opportunity or a lover here, Aquarius, or whoever, there's someone who's not being honest with you because they don't want to look at themselves, or they're just manipulative, and it's not something that leads to like productive balance. It's not something. So there's something that may look really good, but deep down it's not really good, and there might be something else that feels a little bit more like Four of Wands is not the world. It's more of like a free temporary frequency, but yeah, the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is once again in your challenge. So, I would honestly just be like, it's very confusing, this reading. And look, no one knows, like, April is going to be crazy. And so I would, like, on the one hand, I would say, like, be careful of making any sort of dramatic new change into your life, especially when it comes to love and someone who has bad intentions for you. There could be someone coming in with love, love, love. Could be an existing person for some of you, could be a new person for others of you. Use your intuition. But there's definitely something sketchy about it here. Like almost because the Five of Swords is the card of like sabotage, the destruction lust, and then you have the Ace of Cups here. So it's like, if you're not having a good time, make sure you don't just jump to the first option here, because there's a lot of tricksters out there. You have the Devil with the two Kings and the two Pages. You have the Five of Swords with the Ace of Cups. There could be someone who's angry about you with this new opportunity, because I do feel, Aquarius, that this could be one of the most intense, confusing months of random joy and change. You do have the fifth house, so for some of you this is going to be very fun, but there's like a real danger here. And with the opportunity being the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, and the Judgment card, I feel like you kind of have to do things as if this was all going to be recorded, and for like the whole United States of America to, in a public court case, observe what you do in April. Like, I really feel like there's a lot of, there's a lot of danger here. And I'm not saying that to warn you, I'm saying that to empower you so that you can make choices, from a real place of what the timeline is reading. So this was honestly a very confusing reading to me, Aquarius, but I honestly really do hope that you got something out of this. And with that being said, I will talk to you next time in your next reading. This is the Autistic Mystic. Peace.